Do you know what the average detention time is for a United States citizen, a legal, lawful US citizen is when you're picked up by ICE? Guess how long the average detention time is? US citizen,
So more than a week?
18 months.
The-
Because the reason why is because these officers do not have to accept any of your paperwork as legitimate. And who carries a birth certificate with them anyway, by the way? I don't, right? But like your ID is not proof of citizenship. Your driver's license is not proof of citizenship. You can have a passport, but what if they don't accept your passport? All they have to do is say, nope, we're going to come and hold you and we're going to verify your documents. Here's what gets really ugly. Because these are not criminal proceedings, you're not entitled to a lawyer. So if you don't have the money to hire a lawyer to, again, navigate your way through the process to verify your citizenship, you have to wait for some unknown period of time until you can somehow afford a lawyer when you're not working to raise the money to get a lawyer or get out.
Holy
That's happening in
shit.
America today with United States citizens, not undocumented, not permanent residents, not aliens, United States citizens. It's happening right now.
ICE just took someone's life, and it's going to happen to more people. This is who became unalive during ICE custody. His name is Abelardo Delgado. And immigration and human rights experts are saying more of this is just going to happen. This is all still under investigation. Journalists have pointed out that the information they're getting from ICE contradicts itself. And you want to know what Abelardo Delgado's crime was? Well, just being in this country without pieces of paper. And also being a working class man raising a family for over 40 years. By the way, being in this country undocumented is not a crime in itself. It's very small text, so I'm sorry, but the act of being president of the United States in violation of immigration laws is not standing alone a crime. Who is this all according to? Well, our own Supreme Court. If you needed even more proof that Trump's administration isn't going after violent criminals, well, here it is, because only 8% of them actually have a serious criminal record. Imagine if you got pulled over for speeding on the highway. You're then given a citation, you then need to go to court and face the civil court system. Now imagine for that, you instead got sent to a gulag and you got unalived in that process. Because this is what it's comparable to. Because, as it was just shown, being in this country without documentation is a civil matter. And oftentimes it's a misdemeanor from someone overstaying a visa. Being thrown into a gulag, facing mistreatment, possibly assault, or losing your life, for something that is comparable to an American citizen getting a speeding ticket, in my opinion, it should fall under cruel and unusual punishment, which is in our 8th Amendment. Also, by the way, undocumented immigrants have a lower crime rate than natural-born citizens in this country, so people need to stop scapegoating them for problems in this country. More people really do need to speak up on this because it is horrifying the amount of mistreatment and awful things that is happening under ICE detention.
Like, seriously, Trump never said it that he was going to be deporting the United States citizens. He never made mention of that. He never said it at all. What he said from the onset during the campaign was that he was going to be deporting the illegal immigrants, including those people that has criminal record. And right now, what he's doing right now is opposite of what he said. Yeah, he is doing different thing from what he said earlier, and this was the main reason why a lot of the Cubans for Trump, the Latinos, the Miami, this is the reason why all of these people actually voted for Trump. And right now, these same people that voted for him are now beginning to face his harsh reality. They are now beginning to find out, not just finding out, but they are finding out in a very, very hard way. They are the majority of people that are currently facing this deportation that is ongoing. Well guys, welcome back again to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. So guys, you watch the remaining clip of this video and let me know what are your thoughts. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section, and I'm just going to be right there waiting for you guys.
So I'm here with my nephew Adriel Lorenzo, who was born here, U.S. citizen, born in the United States, in Brooklyn, New York. In fact, I was behind the ambulance when my sister was going to give birth with him at Long Island College Hospital in downtown Brooklyn. Today, this morning, on his way from work, a U.S. citizen, and this is happening, people, pay attention. A U.S. citizen was stopped by ICE and harassed. 8 officers surrounded him, asked him if he had a fake ID when he presented his state ID and his driver's license. They cut up illegally his legal state ID and asked him if it was a fake driver's license. They detained him unlawfully without probable cause, just getting out of his car, coming off from work, working with children that he works with, going into 7-Eleven. I'll let him tell you how he feels. Adriel, how did you feel at that time? What power did you think you have?
Well, you don't have no power. You can't defend yourself. Everything going around with them talking about you're powerless when there's people surrounding you and they're saying that they can shoot you down and all they will give you is your remains to your family. It makes you scared. You can't say nothing. If you curse the cops out, they can take you down. They said that my documents were fake. They asked for a green card. They asked me many times where I was from, what's my ethnicity. It was like it was racial profiling. I got stopped for absolutely no reason. I did nothing. When I was there, you feel scared, you feel hopeless. You don't have your phone. You can't call nobody. You don't have your wallet. They took both of my identifications, cut it up. They cut my ID up. They told me my driver's license was fake. And my driver's license was just renewed and issued about a month ago. So I have no idea. Inside of Florida, the back of Florida's IDs have a little picture to determine that your ID is real or if it's fake. For them to, what happened was it's a lot. So
How long did they hold?
About 35 to 40 minutes.
What happened when they released you?
They basically said that you need to carry all your documents to have your social security card, and I need to be more careful going forward and not to be carrying 2 identifications.
What is it illegal to carry 2 identifications?
Yes, 2 identification cards. That's what they said.
Did they told you it was illegal?
They said it was illegal.
It is not. It is not. I have my passport card and I have my driver's license.
But I had my
There's no statute. That's okay. There's no statute that says that it's illegal in the state of Florida or any place that I know in the U.S. to carry multiple IDs. In fact, it's better to carry more than not sufficient.
Why did they cut up my ID?
That's a great question. We need to find out. Did you have the names? Did anybody call any of them by names? Do you remember?
I don't remember any of them.
Okay. All right. I understand. What happened when you got in the car? What happened when you got back in the car? How did you feel? What did you do?
I panicked and I called my uncle, and I cried for a while, and I was just scared to even drive home because imagine you getting stopped again. There's ICE checkpoints all over. They're checking random cars. They're stopping people because they have temporary tags in their cars because they think they're.
Did you have temporary tags?
No. I had a Florida tag, and the car is actually registered to my mom.
I know.
Who's actually an American citizen as well.
Right.
So,
folks, I'm just sharing the story with you because it's important that people know exactly what's going on here. U.S. citizens, law-abiding U.S. citizens who were being stopped without any probable cause, no infraction, there wasn't a traffic violation, it's simply profiling. They stopped a U.S. citizen born in Brooklyn, New York, and I can testify. My name is Dr. Alberto Alexander. I was there when he was born in Long Island College Hospital. To my sister, this is what's happening. We have to let people know because this is coming into a police state and we are all under siege.
So it looks like ICE is altering police databases to erase people. Like erase people's records. Like people who have Hispanic last names, getting rid of their social security number data, their driver's license information. So when you get pulled over, it doesn't look like you're a fucking citizen.
Make America worse again is what we're witnessing here. Let's say you're an American citizen. You know, you got your driver's license, you got your passport, you got your social security card. Let's say immigration arrests you and they deport you, even though you're an American citizen. That's like something out of a nightmare. There was that horrific story of a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old American citizen being deported. And the 4-year-old had cancer and was shipped out without medicine. How the does that happen? Like, guys, this is literally why due process exists, right? Is you need to make sure, do I have the right person?
But they don't care. They literally don't care. This is what I'm trying to get across to you, is they literally don't care. This is directly because of Stephen Miller and Donald Trump. Stephen Miller saying minimum 3,000 deportations per day. I don't care where you get them from. Go to Home Depots, go to 7-Elevens. This is the result. This is what it actually looks like in practice. What it looks like in practice is rounding up good, innocent, decent family people, have friends, part of the community. This is what it looks like. This is objectively horrific.
This is the most evil thing that our government's doing right now, and not a single soul is talking about it, and it should upset you. Families are being ripped apart and CEOs are cashing in, and it should be illegal. But right now, over 90% of the people being detained by ICE aren't in government facilities. They're locked up in 4 prison systems run by companies like Geo Group and Core Civic. These corporations are making billions of dollars a year. In 2022 alone, under the Biden administration, they made over $1.6 billion from ICE contracts. For 2025, Donald Trump's done a great job at creating profit. You could say concentrated profit for these corporations. Geo Group is projected to pull in $2.5 billion. Core Civic, around $2 billion. This isn't about public safety. This is about capitalism, profiting off of human suffering. This is going to upset everyone, Democrats and Republicans. You are the one paying for it. Taxpayers are footing a $3 to $3.5 billion yearly bill to fund this system, and 90% of the detention money is going to private facilities. We're literally paying corporations to lock up vulnerable people, and even when centers sit empty, like the ones in California, costing us $85 million a year, the checks still go out. Here's the real kicker though. These companies aren't just collecting our taxpayer money. They're using taxpayer money to rig the system. Geo Group donated over $700,000 to Trump-aligned PACs. Core Civic threw in $500,000 to Trump's inauguration. Why? It's because back in 2019, Trump pushed for 100,000 detention beds. These companies saw billion-dollar signs floating in the air, and they're still profiting under both the Republicans and the Democrats. You follow the money here. Think about what that means. Every additional detainee is profit signs. Every mother separated from their child. Every asylum seeker is being locked away. And human lives are being reduced to line items on a corporate balance sheet. The conditions inside of these centers, there's reports of abuse, medical neglect, overcrowding, and deaths. And all of it is being funded by taxpayer dollars. If this makes you as furious as it makes me, please share this video. Call your representatives and demand an end to for-profit detention. No corporation should profit off of human misery. Be sure to follow along as I continue to post updates on this story.
So, if this is what the eyes are doing by erasing people's data, this actually means that because the moment your data is being erased, this actually means that you have never been in that country. This is just the simple truth about it. This is just the meaning. It means that you have never been in that country in any way. And even those people can come back and seek an asylum as refugees. Oh my God, guys, I can't believe that all of this are happening under the Trump administration. Like, what is happening, guys? You guys saw the video where the eyes were going about they were erasing people's data, the America citizenship. Oh my God, like, you guys were the same people. You guys were the same people that voted for Trump. Majority of you guys actually voted for him, thinking that his administration was going to be so nice to you guys. Even when some of you guys realized that some of your brothers, some of your sisters were undocumented, you still went ahead and voted for Trump so that Trump can deport your brothers and sisters who are undocumented. But now, karma, the face of karma is finally here, a harsh reality. People are now beginning to face the consequences of their action. Imagine you that is being born in the US. Yeah, they call you America citizenship. Some of you have even gone to the extent to denounce your own original country. Yeah, because of the US, and right now you have been collected, your data, everything about you being born in the US, everything has been wiped out, everything has been erased. Oh my god, guys, I can't believe that all of this are happening under the Trump administration. Yeah, imagine. I really do think that at this point no one is safe. People are not longer safe. If the eyes can come for US citizens, like, who knows what will happen next? Who knows what is going to happen? Who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But we are just begging and asking God so that it should come out beautiful. And may God continue to show us his mercy and protect as many that are seeking for him. So guys, thank you so much for watching. So hope to see you all in my next episode. Bye.